Hey, what's up guys? Alright, so I'm doing a little work on the car. I pulled the old electric fan out, all of its components, except for the one wire going to the thermostat. We've got it sitting here on the side. So decided to do a little upgrade. That single fan wasn't cutting it, so picked up this Concord fan. That's a pretty common mod for these cars. So got some wiring, going to do a relay setup. So pretty much these are going to stay on all the time. If you do decide to do something like this, you're going to need a 3G alternator to supply enough power for these fans. I believe they pull like 25-26 amps per fan. So stock alternator on these Foxes, it's not going to cut it. First, what I need to do is I need to pretty much all these pieces that are sticking out need to be cut off. Got one up there and two more on the side. I've already mocked it up. It fits on my radiator just fine. It doesn't hit the water pump or anything, so it should help with cooling. That single fan just wasn't cutting. I also had it on low, but the dual fan setup blow twice as much air. That fan will blow on high. Alright, so I'm just going to get her all set up, get my Dremel out, start cutting these pieces off, and get it in the car. Alright guys, so just been working away here. Got all the side pieces cut off. A little Dremel there. Did both sides there, got them all cut off. And I already started on the wiring, as you can see there. Oh, I got them marked, which side's positive and which one's negative in both fans. I'm gonna zoom out so you get an idea. I already got everything pretty much wrapped up. Drill some holes in it so I can zip tie it so nothing goes anywhere. And I'm using 10 gauge wire on the positive and the negative side. So I'm getting pretty close to throwing it in the car and get it mounted to the radiator. Alright, got the fan in, all mounted to the radiator. So now I got two 30 amp relays, one relay per fan. I'm probably going to put it right here where my old controller was for the O fan and wire it up from there. Just running a 4-prong relay, 30 amp. Got the top you can just screw onto the side. I'm just going to cut down my wires down to size and start wiring it up. Alright guys, so been doing a little work. Pretty much got her all wired up. She's in. I don't remember where I left off. It is the next day. So she's all wired up. Just got to mount my relays here on the side. Just gonna screw them in, but I'm gonna give you a little rundown how I have it wired up here. So each fan has two terminals, two wires going to them, I should say, positive and a negative. So coming from your fan, you have 4 wires coming up, 2 grounds, 2 positive. So I stuck my 2 negatives from the fans right here on the body. On the positives, for right now, I just stuck them right here on the my terminal here. Positive, and got two 30-amp fuses on it. Got them going up into the relays. So I got two relays here, one relay per fan, and it's a four-prong relay. Both relays are hooked up exactly the same. So like on number 85 pin or prong, I have the negative going to it, which would be this one. 86 will be ignition, which would be right here on the back, pretty much right on the other side of your negative. 30 is your positive wire, which would be right here. And number 87 is your fan, which would be right here. So your negative and your ignition are right across from each other, and your positive and your fan positive are right across from each other. So it's the same way on their relay as well. I'll post up a little diagram if you want to go this way or this route, how to wire up your relays. And I strongly recommend putting some fuses on it. I'm running two 30-amp fuses, which should be plenty for these two fans. Running the relays with no controller, your fans will be running constant. As long as your key's on, your fan's gonna be running. So just give you a heads up there. I'm here in Texas. It's kind of what I need. The single fan wasn't cutting it, so pretty much all I'm just gonna do is straighten up this wiring here. It's like a hot mess. Alright, so got everything all wrapped up here. Got my relays screwed to the side there. Everything's wrapped up. Pretty much just ready to drop the battery in. Do need to remove that wire there. It's only really left from the old fan setup, so I'm ready to put the battery in and get the car up to temperature and see how she does. Because right now it's about 100 degrees outside right now. At least feels like it here in his garage. Alrighty, so let's get the battery in them. Alright, so I got the battery in, and it's gonna give you an idea how much air these fans blow. So stick it right there. Alright guys, so I just killed the car about 5 minutes ago. Sim looked like about 200, maybe a little bit higher. It's actually climbed a little bit since I killed it. Was sitting below 200. None of this was highway driving, it was all city, just driving around, so. Now I was pushing it pretty hard. And I would say it's 100 degrees out. I think that's wrong. It feels every bit 100 degrees. So I think it's doing pretty well. I can tell you right now, it's working a lot better than that single fan did. That single fan, I guarantee it'd be right there at 220. and the dual fan set up. It takes a little bit longer to get up the temperature, so I'm kind of want how I see in the winter time, see how this car's gonna warm up, if it ever warms up. So I think I'm gonna call it quits, because I am really covered in sweat. So, alright guys, if you've had any questions, leave a comment below, and I'll do my best to answer. But y'all take it easy.